Now, forewarned weather with Exact Track 4D.
Here's a look at your weather headlines on this Wednesday. It's going to be a wet one. You want the umbrella off and on throughout the day. In fact, we're tracking a marginal chance for severe storms to develop by this afternoon and evening. And with the rain will come the humidity. And so you can feel that moisture out there, even if you're not getting a rain shower at this hour. But the humidity will be on the rise through the weekend. And with that heat and humidity and a front approaching through the weekend, we could potentially have more storms on tap in your weekend forecast. So your planner for today, few showers throughout the first part of the day, turning to more storm chances by the time we get closer to 4 o'clock this afternoon. We do have a marginal risk for severe weather. The threats that are on the table for today, damaging wind gusts around 50 to 60 miles per hour. I won't rule out small hail, though it's not probable, but we could see potentially a little pocket of hail. And then flooding, a little more likely with that because you could get a heavy downpour that leads to that ponding and pooling. So clouds and radar forecast for you. What we were dealing with throughout the morning will eventually be to our east as we get closer to the lunch hour or just thereafter. Once we get to about 2-3 o'clock, you might see a discrete cell or two develop. So I'm not going to rule out that early afternoon development, but models kind of pulling this in to be a hair more widespread by 4 o'clock. And then by the time we get to 8, a lot of that is out of here. So by late evening, we should start to see things dry out. We stay mainly dry for your Thursday, Friday, but I emphasize the mainly just because I'm not going to rule out an isolated pop-up shower like you see right here on Thursday. And once again, as we head into your Friday afternoon. So this weekend's forecast, Friday 87, but we get close to 90 on Saturday. And that's when we have a better chance for some storms late that could potentially linger into your Sunday and slightly cooler conditions. But some of the model data pulling in that line of storms a little bit later on your Saturday. So here's that little blip of moisture come Friday afternoon, and that might just be humidity or an isolated shower, but the bulk of the rain will arrive late Saturday as we continue to fine tune that part of your forecast. As we progress into Sunday, there's just that slight chance, and you could have a little bit more redevelopment Sunday night into Monday, and we'll hold on to just kind of that slight chance pattern going into early next week as those temperatures will remain above average. So staying in, I'd say pretty much the mid 80s through tomorrow, and then upper 80s as we head into the first part of the weekend, falling to 85 Sunday, but then we're back close to 90 for Monday and Tuesday of next week. That's a look at your 7-day forecast.